Hello, welcome everyone. We are launching a book today. So Augusto, what's up?
Well, it's a great special day. Launching a book is always a special day. It is a lot of work that goes behind a book, a lot of work that nobody notices. It's not only write the book, I a lot of people think that the hardest part is write the book. In my experience, the hardest part come after you actually write the whole book. And I think you have been able to experience that. But let me put it the other way around. For I'm really excited. This is not my first book, but it's your first book out. So how it feels that officially now you are a published author.
Yay! Exactly. So before we start, my name is Michael Slewinski. I am a published author because today I just co-authored a book with my best friend
Augusto Pinat, and our book, iPad Only, the first post-PC book, is finally out in the market. And I got an interesting question in Twitter last night. Somebody asked me why the first real post-PC book, and I told the story. When the late Steve Jobs announced the iPad in 2010, he said that the iPad, or that version of the iPad, was going to be the first post-PC device. And even when they did that, they announced even their Office, the Mac Office applications for the iPad, Numbers and Pages and Keynote. And that is a little fact that few people know, unless you have read our book, because it's mentioned there, but it's a little fact that little people, not everybody knows. And so they were, in a way, not only creating the post-PC revolution, but also hint at us that they were planning to make that a device that could take the place of your main machine. In a short period of time, 3 years later, a lot of people has been able to go iPad only. And not only that, but if you look at the numbers of books, there is a lot of books who talks about iPad at work, working with your iPad. Actually, Macworld this month is having an article on the cover talking about that. But not many people have gone and approached the problem as we, in the way we are. We are not telling use your iPad to complement your work or to be more efficient at your work. We are telling take your iPad and make it your main machine and only work from the iPad. And there is a group of people who has been following us since we started writing this book, who has been playing with this idea like we did. And I got one person, he happened to be in Spain, and he sent me a text. He's been waiting patiently for the Spanish version of the book, who will come soon. And he sent me a text yesterday and said, okay, I'm not waiting for the Spanish version anymore. I'm buying the English version. I will get it again when the Spanish version come out. And I think it is interesting for those who are open to confront their own assumptions about how a computer works. There is a lot to say and a lot to do about working iPad only. And I think this is a really new platform. This is a really young platform. There are things that we talk on the book that had changed in just the time it took us to write the book, because a lot of things are evolving so fast. There was somebody contacting us asking about how he can schedule meetings going iPad only if he has Exchange Server. And the answer is in the book. There is an app for that. And we looked, proposed to him a couple of apps. And really, this is something totally new. It's a revolution. And we are glad that you're watching this video, and we hope you get to be part of it as we are part of it.
Because, say in the book is that how you can, work with your iPad, play with your iPad, and do everything in between. And the thing is, this everything in between part is for people the hardest thing to comprehend. That it's really true, And the thing is that we are not the only people on this planet, as I said, that are crazy enough to do it. We know that there are a lot more people that are going iPad only, that are just using iPads on their main machines. If you think about it, I thought I was crazy when last year in April, I decided not to upgrade my MacBook Air, but instead just take the iPad and see if I can work on that. And now, and a year later, in the same April, in the April of 2013, this April, when I was writing the book with you already, I went for a 2-month trip, and with my family and everything, and I only took my iPad with me, and I didn't need the PC. And of course, the worst part, when I got home, my PC was screaming for updates and all this stuff. So before I got to work on the PC, I had to wait like half an hour before it updated everything, and asked me to log in to many things again. But that's why I prefer to stay on the iPad. But the thing is, this is, PCs are going to be like trucks. This is what Steve Jobs said. And, we didn't believe that. Many people didn't believe that. But if you think about it, this is going to be true for many people. And the good thing is what we're saying in this book is that you don't have to be just a writer or maybe just have a certain, job to be able to be iPad only. You can be iPad only, most of the jobs. I'm the CEO of a company, you're the writer, and there are more people who are, system admins, who are developers, many other people are going iPad only. And what we say iPad only is that you do most of the things on your iPad, most of the things, like make it a machine. It doesn't have to be 100%, because maybe you need something, some switch or whatever to do on the Mac. But even then, I use the VPN, log me in and do it through the iPad because I don't want to go to my Mac. But anyway, if there is the case, you might want to do something on the Mac. But most of the stuff you can do on the iPad, but it's a big paradigm shift. It's just not, moving and copying your apps. It's a different approach to computing. And this is what we're saying in the iPad-only book.
Yeah, as we said, that's the biggest challenge you are going to find going iPad-only. It's not the power of the machine. It's not the platform. It's not the application. It's not the compatibility as it was in the 80s. Your biggest problem will be challenge your own assumptions. Challenge the way you work and look for better ways to work. And in my experience, almost every change I have made has gone for a better, has been a better workflow of a result of that. But without a doubt.
Yeah, but Augustin, sorry to interrupt you, but the thing is, once you get, this is the thing, once you get into this mindset of improving your workflows because you're changing this machine, you don't stop. You keep on improving, just like we did when we were writing this book. We were improving our workflows as we were writing this book, because we were talking to each other every week. Every week we discovered something new, something faster, something simpler, an app that would improve something better, every time. And when you get into this mindset, it's mind-blowing how you can change from doing, lots of actions just to do something, to accomplish one task, to, making everything very, tap, one tap, and making it done. So I really think this is, once you start, you're going to love it, right?
Yes, and it continues happening. We were talking before we start recording this video how even from the point we wrote the book, even from the point we said no more content to this book, certain things had changed and certain things are not the same. And it is interesting. And I am now, one of the assumptions I had with the keyboard was for writing long periods of time. And the last times I've been just leaving the keyboard at home. I had the keyboard now hiding under the desk, and unless I'm getting tired after X amount of hours writing, I'm just typing on the iPad only now. I'm not even using the keyboard every day. That is a change on my own assumption because as a writer and as a consultant, who is writing all day, many words per day, you think that the keyboard is a fundamental part, and it may not. And And again, I'm writing more and more and more on the screen on the iPad mini. The iPad mini is another exception, another assumption. I had my big iPad and I never thought I was going to change for a mini because I thought it was going to be too small, the keyboard too small, the space too small. And the reality is the iPad mini has taken that position, and I have no plans to go back.
Let me show this to you, everyone. So this is what the mini is with the keyboard attached to it, the Logitech Ultralight keyboard. And this is what we mean by the fact that keyboard is optional. This is the thing. The keyboard is optional, and I'm right now testing the mini with iOS 7. So I have iOS 7 here. I hope I'm not breaking the NDA here with Apple. But anyway, I'm testing iOS 7 on the mini, and I'm still using the iPad Maxi. I mean the big iPad with iOS 6 as my main machine. But as I'm testing, for example, the mini, what I really like is the fact that really the keyboard on the screen is, I think, on the iOS 7 is even more responsive, because I type really fast on the on-screen keyboard, and also I thought I would be using more this keyboard for the mini, but same thing. I prefer to process my email with this only. I don't really need the keyboard all that much. So again, something we already said in the book that you might not know now. There is an app that can teach you to type fast on the screen. And you will be surprised how fast you can type. Because if you think that on the screen of the iPad you can only type with one finger at a time, like this, not true. Not true. You can touch type on the iPad screen, and I just tested myself, and it's really fast. I can really type pretty fast for someone who just started that. So anyway, there are lots of assumptions that we're questioning in the book. We're showing you that it's a different approach. It's a different mindset of computing. The keyboard is optional, and for example, as with this iPad, it's a 3G model, or 4G, or however you want to call it. So the internet is all the time with me here, which is another thing that doesn't happen with most of the laptops and computers. So there are lots of things that we're breaking, making different, but every time we're doing that, we are showing this that you are actually getting more productive. You're getting more done with the iPad, and of course, the fact is just more fun in the process, because this is fun. To work on this is fun.
Yeah, it is really fun. It is a great experience. And you're willing to change your assumptions, willing to really go into a more fun way to work, then check the book. And the book is available on Apple, the Kindle, Nook, as well as paper. You can, if you are in the States, you can walk into a Barnes and Nobles, and if they don't have the book in stock, you can ask for a copy of the book. So go enjoy the book, and please contact us. We are planning to continue posting these videos. These videos are going to be on our YouTube channel, on YouTube/iPadOnlyBook, as well as in our Facebook page. Go like our Facebook page so we can interact better with you. And if you have questions, send them our way. We may not have the answer, but we'll be more than happy to help you find that answer.
So we will be posting on our blog, iPadOnly.net. We'll be posting new videos, as you said, and also we'll be posting our new experiences. What has changed, what has improved, and of course, the best part, we want to post your testimonials of our readers who are going iPad only, who want to try to go iPad only, who are having their experiences, who are discovering new apps. Because what we have found out during writing this book, if you have a problem and you want to solve it with the iPad, there is an app for that. This is really true. So anyway, get our book. You can find all the links that Augusto mentioned in our iPadOnly.net website. And, let us know what you think. Enjoy.
So in the meantime, go grab a copy of the book. You can find a copy for your iPad, or you can find there is an iPad special version who has all the videos, the 34 videos we did inside of the application, or you can buy the Universal on Apple that you will be able to read on your iPad as well as your phone. And again, you will find a copy on Barnes and Nobles, on paper as well as electronic for your Nook. You will find a copy on Amazon where you can buy a copy for your Kindle as well as a copy for your book. And soon you will even be able to find it on Kobo as well as Sony stores. So in the meantime, go, enjoy, read, and we really hope that you join the real post-revolution, post-PC revolution.
Thank you. Thank you.